Today we're going to be installing the rear over fenders. I'm a little nervous to cut into the car, but overall I'm excited to see how it turns out. So the first step is going to be to unwrap these puppies, get them kind of test fit on there so I can see exactly where I need to cut, and then start cutting the quarter panels. Alright, so before we dive into getting these test fit, just want to do a little overview of kind of the quality of the build of these, just to continue that. So it looks like, honestly, these holes are a lot better. That's probably the worst one right there, than the wing and some of the front fender holes. They all look pretty smooth. And there's not a bunch of like junk sitting in there. The one thing I did notice is the gas cap doesn't look fully circle. You can see it's pretty wavy, particularly here and down here. So we'll see if that prevents my gas cap from opening, but hopefully it doesn't. But overall, beside that, from what I can tell with it just on the ground, the fit is, the quality is decent. There is some like notches like right there and stuff like that. But hopefully the weather stripping will hide that. So let's go ahead and get these test fit up now. Alright, so that's about where it's going to be. I need to bend this side down a little bit once I actually mount it up, but that's about the placement. So basically this edge should be flat with the kind of side skirt right there, and then this second point should be lining up with this bumper line here, and then this should be right here in the bumper. Alright, so I marked with the tape where I want to cut. You can see on the edges here I want to cut up here, and then I kind of stopped. I'll probably cut up to here, and then on the edge here, cut over here. And so this is so that you can't see the original quarter panel at all. So I'm going to trim off these pieces. Alright, so this time I got the holes drilled on the body kit while it was on the car, and then it made little marks where I should actually drill for the nut certs on the car. So that was a little bit easier, kind of killed two jobs with one drill. And now I'm going to take this off and then start cutting the quarter panel. Alright, so I'm about halfway done. Basically what I did is did a little kind of like etch into the body panel, and that cut about halfway through it all the way around so that I could kind of like, it's easier to mark where you want to cut. And then after that I went around a second time and cut all the way through. And so this is making kind of like a really nice even cut all the way around. And so now I'm just going to continue cutting all the way through the quarter panel, and then I'm going to cut this edge here. And you've probably seen this a lot in other wide body videos and stuff, but then there's kind of like two skins, one on the top, one underneath. And so I'm going to remove this top skin and then cut kind of like little slices out of the inner skin, fold it up, and then what I'm going to do is rivet it to the panel here and then put a sealer all on the edges to kind of keep it waterproof. So yeah, I'll continue cutting this off and then get this piece taken off. So we got the piece cut off, and so this is the inner skin here. And so I think, I don't know, they put seam sealer here and stuff like that, but I think that it might be welded as well. I had to cut off here. But now I'm basically going to make slits like this, and then fold them up and rivet them to the outer skin here. So now to just make these cuts, and then I need to go get a riveter and rivet them up. So I got all the pieces cut out, and then the flaps bent up. So now I'm going to run to Home Depot, get a rivet gun, and rivet these to the quarter panel, and this will strengthen the quarter panel a little bit, and then also get some sealant so that I can kind of seal these holes so that water can't get in. So let's go grab that now. Alright, so we're back from Home Depot. Now I need to start drilling holes in these little flaps and through the quarter panel, and then we can rivet it in and then put a bunch of that caulking, seam sealer stuff on it. The seam sealer or the caulking or whatever is like a glue, so it will strengthen up some of these pieces, and it will also cover up a lot of these holes. So then it will be waterproof. So let's get going. Alright, so there's the first one on, holding it on tight. Yeah, I'm just going to put caulking basically all around this thing. So let's keep going and get these all done. Got everything riveted up. Now to throw a whole bunch of caulking on here so that it becomes waterproof. All right, seam sealer is all done. Doesn't look pretty, but all the holes are covered or filled, so should do its job. So now let's get to drilling the holes to mount the piece. So we got the nutserts in, so now let's start mounting up the quarter panel. All right, there it is, all mounted up. So it fits pretty good. We'll definitely need to paint the caulking, as you can see that, and maybe even paint the wheel well, because you know, it's gray. But overall, the fitment of this piece was way better than the front pieces. It's a little wavy here, but overall not too many gaps. One little gap here that I can fix with some weather stripping. Same with here, but overall it's looking pretty good. So there's that side. Now I just need to do the other side. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.